Am I wrong for telling my mom she can't share a room or a bed with her boyfriend in my home? When I, 27 female, was in college, I met my boyfriend and we moved in together, sharing a place with some friends after dating for a year. I was 19 when we met and 20 when we moved in together. We decided from that point onwards to take turns spending Christmas with our families. But the first year we were supposed to see mine, my mom made it clear my boyfriend could not stay and we weren't sharing a room or a bed in her house. My dad argued in a favor of letting it happen since I was an adult, living with him already, but my mom said no. She hated that I wouldn't stay at their house. Then, I don't understand. If they're living together, then what? They're literally living together in a house by themselves, just them two. Like, anyways. She hated that I wouldn't stay at their house then, and instead of booked an Airbnb, she said I should respect the rules of her house, and I told her I was. But I didn't want to tell my boyfriend to be alone on holidays, especially when his family had welcomed us together happily. After that, I made it clear there would be no coming to visit like that if I couldn't sleep with my boyfriend. My mom said it wasn't like we were married, so she had every right to that rule. 2 years ago, my dad died, and for 11 months, my mom has been in a relationship with her boyfriend. They don't live together exactly, but according to my brother, he is there most nights. My mom and my brother aren't really talking right now. My brother could hear mom and her boyfriend in bed, and he hated it, so he moved out. He's also 22 and had wanted to, but it gave him the push to move. My mom was furious and demanded to know why he was leaving out of nowhere, and she freaked out when my brother told her he was tired of hearing them. It started mom off on him not being happy for her that she found someone again after dad died. My mom seems to be missing my brother being around, and she told me she misses having her kids around her, so she wanted to visit for a week or two soon. She wanted to bring her boyfriend along, and I told her she can't share a room or a bed with him in my home. I told her I do not want to hear that. She got mad at me and said she's a grown woman and should be allowed her freedom. I told her she was alright denying it to me, and I wasn't even planning to sleep in her house. But it sounded like she doesn't care if we hear her or not, and I'm not dealing with it. I told her I wasn't going to reward her with sharing with her boyfriend when she has been strict with me. When she has been so strict about it with me, my mom accused me of acting like a petty child. Am I wrong? I mean, if rules are rules, then rules are rules. If you don't want someone to do something in your home, then you shouldn't be doing it in their home. At the end of the day, like, that OP was 19, she was a grown adult, and if she couldn't do that at mom's house, at the end of the day, if your parents say, hey, I don't like X, Y, and Z, and don't be doing it in my house, you just have to respect it, and you just gotta push it along. So now, I don't understand, like, people always want their children to respect every single thought that they have that comes into their mind, but God forbid your child, especially when they're an adult, has some sort of boundaries or some sort of rules for their own house or their own lives. And now it's, well, I'm an adult and I'm grown and I'm your parent and blah, blah, blah. Like, no, the energy has to be there. If you are allowed to have boundaries, I'm allowed to have boundaries.